Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am going at 8 times speed. There we go.
You just pulled me there.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sometimes I like to, before we start, I like to fast forward like the first 2 minutes to make sure there's no cheese. So that this isn't like a when cheese fails, but a normal ass. Yeah. But this is another normal game sent in by the fans, by the fans.
Really? Are you sure?
You know what? It's just fans.
All right.
Adam.
Yes?
Hit me up with that godforsaken noise, please. Very oriental. I like it.
Down here in the bottom left position, we're looking at the Red Protoss Asian Pride. That's why.
Oh, that's why.
Hey-o!
Oh, you're so good.
I'm clever. Up here in the top right position, Stonespear. That sounds like a really generic, like, Nord name or something like that. Olaf Stonespear. It's like a Skyrim name.
Remember
somebody looked that up. I swear that probably exists.
Remember when we were like 13 years old and we
trying to come up with like names?
Yeah. We used to play Morrowind and stuff, and we'd sit there. We'd sit there because me and Adam were this kind of geeky. We would sit on the phone
and literally try to come up with names.
And not even that. Like when we played games, it was either we were together or we were like on the phone
while playing
games together.
Yeah,
that was a bromance.
No homo.
And now look at us. But
now we just do it in person all the time.
But we used to literally just sit there, and Adam would always come up with these. He would take like parts of towns
from Morrowind. I'd get out my like map from Morrowind, and I would look for a town, and I'd start mixing and matching random crap to come up with names. Yeah. We were that geeky.
Yeah, whatever.
Totally,
you know what? I know there's people out there that do that shit.
I still
if you do that shit, let me know in the comments below that you're that nerdy and you love it.
Yeah, we signed a Skyrim map when we were at MLG. Somebody used that as the thing they wanted us to sign.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Solid choice, actually.
I also signed a very skinny man's pec.
Really? Like his physical, not a shirt on top of his pec.
No.
But you shined his titty.
No, it was...
And by shine, I mean sign.
Yeah. No.
Because shining his titty would be something totally different.
He had one of those, like, little, those, like, $5... you get 3 in a pack beaters, those, you know. Yeah, one of those, and he wanted me to sign his chest.
I signed that same guy.
And you know what? The pen that he gave me to use, like, you used the marker, I think.
Yeah.
But he gave me a pen to use. The shit was jagged as hell. Like, I probably like carved my name into his skin.
Permanent signature, Maximus Black into his skin.
Yeah, absolutely. That was weird.
Excellent,
but awesome.
I had to sign it down near the bottom, so I was like bending down near his crotch. It was the most uncomfortable situation.
Sour with that
crotch.
It
was not great. It was not great, but we did it anyway.
Okay, let's get into the game. We're
dedicated.
Asian Pride.
Asian.
All right, Mr.
That's how
Pride.
It's pronounced.
Just doing some typical openings. He's got 2 simulators, 1 gate. He's going to pump out that sentry. He got his warp gate research going as well.
This is looking a lot like a 3-gate robo.
Not really chronoing yet. It does. He's not really chronoing his warp gate research, which is kind of weird. Up top here, it looks like we are going to see some sort of 2 racks aggression. He is supply blocked though right now, which is absolutely sour. You just don't want to getting supply blocked. I never when I first started playing. People were like, you know, you probably shouldn't do that. I was like, well, I'm only supply blocked for like 30 seconds, no big deal. It is a massive deal. You can never get supply blocked.
No. In fact, if you're gonna do one thing right, always stay ahead in supply.
So there is, you really do, but a lot of times people also try to oversupply, and it actually hurts them.
There's an other extreme end to that.
Yeah, we can get into that some other time.
4-gate.
Weird 4-gate. A double simulator 4-gate, so we may see some sort of all-stalker.
And it's really late, too.
Blink stalker, some sort of deal. It is very, very late. We are 6 minutes and 10 seconds in. He should be getting his warp gate research should be done. He should be warping in his first set of units now.
Yep.
It's not happening. So usually 4-gates is an all-in sort of pressure build. And there's your Twilight Council.
Wow. And a robo.
And he's really not... Wow.
We're doing all the tech.
So much tech happening right now. So obviously this is probably around the gold level. I would, if I had to throw a thing. I hope I'm not offending anybody. I hope this isn't like platinum or diamond. Well, actually,
no, it's not.
I really hope it's not platinum.
I seriously doubt it is.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, he has the structures. He's gonna get blink. He's on the right track. He's making some right steps. But like we said in the previous games that we casted, there's a lot of tech here. You really can't afford to use it. And if you can animate a great point, you can maybe use it the one round, and the next thing you know it, you're done.
And you're using like 2.
And yeah, exactly. Like people are like, oh shit, my macro slipped. I got 1,000 minerals. Quick, let me build 3 more gateways. Then boom, you warp in 7 units, and then ever since after that, you only can warp in 4 at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you screwed up somewhere.
Don't fall into that trap. It looks like Stonespear is going to make a push here. It's not going to do anything if the force field micro is good enough here. He's got enough sentries out there to force field for days.
Oh, it's going to be closing. It's up there. Very nice.
No, wrong button.
Oh,
wrong
no.
button.
That was probably the most delayed force field.
And then the wrong side of the units, unfortunately.
That was seriously one of the most delayed force fields I've ever seen in my entire life.
And he might survive this, but it's going to be barely. And if the Terran keeps pressing with units, which it looks like that is exactly what is going to happen.
No. GG.
This is not looking so hot for Mr. Asian Pride right now. He is way up in workers. So if he survives, he will be okay. However, I'm not sure how he plans on getting out of this in one piece. He's going to need another round of units warped in, which it looks like he might have just done somewhere up towards the top of his base here.
Oh, man.
Oh, they're only zealots. He doesn't have any stalkers, and now he's running them away. He's indecisive. No! Asian Pride!
Oh, look at this. 11 probes down. Sour about life right now. He is finally going to make that surround and kill off the remainder of units. I gotta hand it to him. At least he survived the attack. Unfortunately, Stonespear's macro's a little bit slippy, and he's also just queuing up a massive amounts of units. He's not dropping a couple more racks. He's not grabbing an expansion. He's basically doing what we went through the last game, where they just
endlessly go for it.
Yeah, and it's like you get such an awesome commanding lead, and then that's it.
Yeah, you kind of toss it away.
Yeah.
It happens.
He's got an immortal.
Well, he's got an immortal now. Stonespear actually has quite a.
Don't lose that zealot. Don't lose that zealot. Nice.
Oh, that's close.
Come on, get this immortal.
There's a lot of minerals and gas happening up there in Stonespear's base. I would like to see an expansion go down for him right now. He can keep this pressure up. In fact, he doesn't really need to even pressure so much as just contain the Protoss to one base. And if he gets up a second base, he'll be way ahead. Even more so than he is now. I'm gonna label this the silver. I'm thinking of seeing that many queued all those queued up Marauders. I'm going to say this is silver. It's definitely not bronze, but I'm going to say it's somewhere around silver. And there we go. You know what? I like this. He's got the bunker. He's going to contain the Protoss, and this is partially the right thought process that the Terran should be making right now. If he gets his a command center or second one up, I will be much happier.
No, this is good. I'm liking this. He's definitely taken the right step, or a step in the right direction, I should say. What are you looking for? Oh, there we go. So yeah, we don't really have a whole lot going on right now. Just some typical choking up, trying to get his probes back up. I was actually going to take a look at this. 17 SCVs. So obviously,
I don't think he's built in a while.
No, he hasn't really built any SCVs, nor has been a whole lot of probe production either.
No mules either.
No mules.
He's high on energy. He got led back up the ramp.
Very, very nice force field there to cut half of those units off. And he's going to be able to push out here. After this force field ends, he can go down there, get rid of this bunker, and then hopefully expand. That's what I'm... Or you could reforce.
Well, at this point, I guess he doesn't really know, and that immortal hasn't been used yet, but he doesn't really know what's outside of his base. All he knows is that a wave of units just walked up his ramp. And so he could be kind of paranoid right now. His observer does see everything, or should be seeing everything that's coming out of that base, and so he should know technically what's up there if he's been checking back and doing some scouting. We have siege ability now coming out for Stonespear, and he's building some tanks, so it looks like he's going to fortify this position slowly with some tech. I would still like to see that expansion. I don't think it's gone down yet. I haven't seen it pop up, and I don't think it has indeed. I enjoy the fact right now, I know this is kind of sideways to what's actually happening, but Fraps randomly for a moment in time, even though we're recording, jumped up to 60 frames a second. Look, it did it again.
Wow, it's doing that right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's giving us random moments of 60 frames a second, which you're not going to see on YouTube because YouTube reduces it to 30, but for us, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you know what? Asian Pride right now, doing a great job. His mineral line is fully saturated. oversaturated, which
by
is
a bit.
which is good. You know what? I'm all down for that. Usually, you should still be building probes because you are going to expand, but in this sort of case, he is going to basically one base all in.
Looks like it, yep.
It looks like we're just going to have this one big army versus one big army. We are 14 minutes in, and we only have 69 and 48 supply for both players, so really not a whole lot of production happening.
Ooh, here we go.
We're going to run in. He's going to use that Immortal, or he's not. He's going to back. Oh, okay.
Or he's going to use it.
Or he's not going to.
And there goes the Immortal. Now the second one coming down. The ramp.
Wow.
Okay, so, guys, if you are a lower league, this is something that you want to take note of. Don't be indecisive. If you're going to run your units down the ramp, especially into a siege line, whether that's one siege or more, either go for it or turn around and don't run back down again.
Yeah.
Because you just saw what happened. He lost a very expensive, very important unit at this point of the game in that other Immortal. He does have one more now on the field, but very important unit to have. And really should have just gone for it if he was going to go down there. Now he's just getting scanned and sniped by that tank, and the food count is going to slowly go back to even if Asian Pride isn't careful.
Yeah, you know what? He's forcing off his ramp a lot, but I honestly feel as though if he lets Stone Spear get halfway up and then cut those units in half, he's really going to be able to just decimate the whole army of Stone Spear. That one Immortal itself is going to be able to destroy these tanks.
Here we go.
He's got a lot of zealots.
Here
just
we
throw up a
go.
Guardian Shield. Get in there.
This is where
you want to cut. All right. Looks like we're just going to go ahead and just have this battle right now.
All right.
And this is still a battle. He's going to win some decent force fields here. A little over crazy with the force fields, but hey, you know what? They're working.
It's the idea.
That one main unit he wants to use, he is not using it, but that is okay. And you know what? Very good defend.
I think he's going to take the game here now. He's actually up twice the food count at the moment. I think the Terran will probably just leave the game here shortly. Yeah, not the greatest force fields, but he's got the idea anyway. Yeah. He's got the idea that he wants to use it to split the units. Yeah, I know when I first started using force fields and learned how to use them, I wasn't using them properly in that I wasn't using them to do anything but literally split the units. Which is what we just saw right there, which did nothing for him except make it look real pretty.
Yep.
But in fact, sometimes you want to put the force fields behind the enemy to stop them from running away. Sometimes you want to use them to direct their path, to get them into choke points or areas of attack that is more beneficial to you. In that case, it was just kind of all over the place, but he had the right idea. He's going for it, and I have to appreciate that. He's got his proxy down, and now he's going to go in here, and this is going to end very poorly for the Terran if he just has to run up this ramp, and it's going to be game over.
Oh yeah, this is just an easy win right now. You know what? I honestly don't have anything clever to say about this game at all. I'm not going to lie, this was a pretty boring game. Sorry. Someone had to say it. I'm sure a lot of people will say it in the comments below.
Well, they can't all be winners.
No, they can't. And this is what happens when you cold cast games, but you know what? Perhaps someone learned something from it.
That's, you know, sometimes you just gotta learn some people, you know what I'm saying?
Did I say that?
No, but then no, that actually works. That works in English. I know it sounds weird, but it actually...
Really? Sometimes you gotta learn some people?
Yeah. That totally works.
Oh.
Yeah. I know, I just blew like a lot of people's minds, but it totally works.
Must be a white thing, because I don't get it.
It could be. Although The Great Debaters, that movie, I don't know if you've seen that.
Some people's got to learn something? What is that?
Denzel Washington, you saw The Great Debaters, right?
Yes, good movie.
Absolutely phenomenal movie. Lots of smart black people in that movie.
Yeah, it's a nice little... It's different.
Yeah. Still lots of black people got killed in it, though. It's just tons of...
black people always die in movies.
Yeah, it's...
really
in this
sour.
one, though, they were the first and last to die.
The movie Immortals, great movie. Black man dies first.
That. Really?
It really pissed me off.
It's not a horror movie.
I walked in that movie saying, you know what, Jeff?
Was he the only black guy?
Oh, no, don't tell me it was.
Because then that would be really funny.
Dude, I think it was. There might have been, like, there was some
random passerby.
No. Anyway, I don't even know where we're going with this. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a really normal boring game.
Absolutely.
Sent in by a fan on d2dgamer.com.
Yep.
We hope you enjoyed it, and if you didn't, well...
Too bad. Just tell us you enjoyed it anyway.
Yes. Like this video. Subscribe or die. YouTube.com/MaximumSpike.
Peace.